Good morning. Well, the awning's working the way it's supposed to, and we got some of the snow I'm calling for. Well, we got the snow that they were calling for, so now we get to take out the toolcat and do some snow blowing. Curious to see how it does today and how all of the repairs work. And now that we got tire chains on it, how it all works out. It's kind of crazy that the snow has already fallen off the standard seam metal roof. There one goes. That's the reason why we did the roof this way, is so that it would fall off easy and it wouldn't build up on the lower roof. If we would have done screw down tin, we would have had a seam and then like a hump where the flashing was, so it would have held everything up. Now it can just come whoop boop. So we're gonna have to snow blow that and get that cleaned up. I'm curious if the other side looks the same way or not. Yep, we got a lot of the snow down here. I like it. We'd rather have it come off while there's a small amount of snow than pile all up and then all at once have a huge ton of snow come off, because I'd rather be able to manage it and deal with it and get a little bit of snow blow it up, where if we had, like, say, a couple of feet come off the roof and land right there, that's not fun to have to clean up. Definitely still getting the hang of it, but I'm really liking that. That does a nice job. It'll be interesting to see how it does when we're trying to clean up the snow off the roof. Let's get this part of the driveway cleaned up. Then we'll go over there and do that. Then we'll go on the other side. Then we got the horse. Then we got the goat areas I want to clean up a little bit and see how everything goes. But I'm excited so far. It is so nice having the snow blower, and if I'm versus the snow plows, if I'm snow plowing, I'd have a bunch of buildup right here. I can clean the opening out. It's gonna take me a little while getting used to that. But man, that is nice. My only thing I'm worried about right now is the rocks are still loose, so I'm worried I'm gonna be throwing a rock and hitting something and breaking something, but I'm enjoying this. This is the real test now to see how it does cleaning up all the snow that comes off the roof. I'm hoping it does a good job, because I'd like to be able to keep this opened up. That worked really good. I would not have been able to do that with my plow, and shoveling that would have been terrible. So that's good to know that we're able to clean up the snow off the roof. It'll be interesting to see when we get bigger storms how it works out. But yeah, let's finish cleaning up the front of the house. We'll do the same to the other side, and then we'll go down below. Look at that. We'll go down below and check out by the solar array. I love how quickly the snow cleans off the roof. I like seeing that. The tool cat worked awesome for cleaning up all of the snow from the roof and then off of the solar panels. That's one of the big reasons why I wanted to get it, so we can keep these areas open without having to do a lot of shoveling. And so far, it's working good. First time we used it, I think that was me, operator ever, never using one before. And then we also got a lot of comments saying that you need to keep your snowblower the same temperature as the snow. So last time the snowblower was inside the garage, so it was warm. It wasn't super warm, but it was warm enough so the snow was melting and sticking to it and plugging it up. So I am really happy with how it's working. A couple of things I have learned is I want to flatten off this area a little bit more of a come out more, and then gradually down. And then same over here. We got to bring some more fill in, which I was kind of thinking I wanted to do that, but then after using the tool cat in this area, I realized that yes, we need to bring some more fill in for all over here. This area extended out further, so we have more of a wider area to work. And then we can come down here and clean this all up a lot easier. But it is nice being able to clean up right next to the house. I think the other thing that's really helped with the tool cat is putting tire chains on. So now we're not getting stuck or we're not spinning out either. So that has helped a lot, because this machine weighs 5,600 pounds. So there's a lot of weight. And that's just the machine, not including however much the snowblower weighs. It's so beautiful out with all the snow. Makes everything look so different. What that machine does is it takes all the limbs off of the fur. So I've been having a front bogey wheel sticking on me, and I figured out what it is we have a bunch of mud and water that got packed in there that froze because we've been having a lot of spring weather, and then it's been getting cold at night. So I'm gonna get my hot water out off the faucet over there, get a hose out. We're gonna have to clean out these tracks so that bogey doesn't stick anymore. That'll do the trick. This front wheel right here is all froze up. It's packed with snow and mud and ice and
all the things.
All the things. So hot, my glasses are fogging up. That should do it. Let's see. There, that took care of that. Now we know what to do, so it doesn't happen again either. I'll have to just make sure when we come back from a muddy ride, it's cold out, to wash everything down. It smells like a Christmas tree farm. I wish you guys could smell that. It smells so good.
Don't ask me how many because I didn't count.
Looks like quite a bit.
Probably 12.
Something like that.
Thank
Don't
you,
slam it too hard. You might have some snow on your head.
Nice.
I can't get over how big that pine log is. And I was told that's not the biggest one. There's at least one more bigger than that out there. That's my hand. That thing's huge. I wish I had my tape measure on me. So I just got word they cut down the biggest tree on the property, and it's pretty big. It could be the biggest tree they've ever cut down. So I got my tape measure. It's in my pocket right here. We're gonna go see if we can find this tree. I guess it shook the ground when it fell down. So I wish I was there to see it get cut, but we weren't. So now we're gonna go find it and see how big it is. Look at all the deer tracks. They've been over here pawing in the snow, digging up the grass. There. Wow, they really went to town right there and over there. They meandered off over that way. That's one of the reasons we left the fields unmowed this year, is this way the deer, you can actually see a spot right over here. They did the same thing. The deer can come through here, pour it up this time of the year, and they can eat all of that delicious vegetation for them. All right, that's as far as we can take the mule. The rest of the trail isn't ready yet for the mule, but someday it will be. Now we gotta go by foot the rest of the way. It's like
exercise. I'm good with that.
It's like we're stepping out into a whole new world.
I know, it's so different.
I love it how the snow changes everything. We gotta go that way. That's a good sized deer. Look at all those fresh deer track. It's like a highway. Even up here.
There's like a group of deer that's had been here. Unless one's been going crazy, and it's like trails of like 2 or 3. Like,
yeah, it's gotta be a herd of them together.
yeah, I've been kind of trying to walk there because I'm like, they must know the best place to walk.
I don't know if those are cat or dog tracks. Like maybe a bobcat or a dog. I'm gonna say a cat because, or some kind of feline, because there's no claws. Cats can retract, dogs don't, so you would see their little claws.
Well, I like to see moose and deer tracks, but I don't care about cat and dog tracks.
You want to see a bobcat?
No.
They're cute and cuddly like Figaro.
Probably.
The tracks go this way, and they're coming back up going that way. They're all in the road. Let's either have to be from late yesterday or this morning because we got snow throughout the day yesterday. They were working this trail till later yesterday. So I'm gonna say last night or this morning. That's all this fresh sign. I know we will be setting up a tree stand this coming fall. This is a good spot. We gotta be getting close. I see the machine up that way. That's a good sized pine right there. Some down. I don't know if the big one's that way or that way that he cut.
Where is it?
I don't know. We gotta go find it. We're closer than we have been. It might be over that way. I see some good pines, and I see one long one that's down. Looks like it's got a good sized butt, so let's take a walk up that way and see. But there's still a few good sized ones right here. And then all scattered around, so they still got some pine to cut down. So some of the bigger, uglier pines that really aren't good for logs, probably like the one right next to the machine, we're gonna be leaving, and we'll leave those for seed trees, so those can replant the next generations of pine trees to grow. Looks like we got a wild chicken down here. Must be the turkeys are out in this area. There's one line of tracks. That's funny. You found it?
I didn't. You did. Okay, let's go see.
That right there is the stump. And that is the butt. So they had to cut that 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times with that machine to get it.
Make a table out of that.
Right, it's huge. Talking with the loggers, the biggest tree they've cut down is 54 inches. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if we should measure it there or measure it over here at the stump.
Probably both.
See both, and we can see which one is, or how the size difference is. That's a good sized tree.
I stand by it.
So when they dropped it, it broke. So they cut it up into sections already. And all this is part of it. So there was a crook here where it branched off to another section. That's where it broke. So there's more of it over here. And then this way. It's good size.
So my feet are a little below it, and I can lean on it. So
What do you think the measurement is? Take a wild guess.
4 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna measure it in a few spots. So from there to there, 45 inches. Let's go over to the stump and see what the stump measures.
So it's not the biggest, but close.
All right, so from here. So 48 inches from there to here.
You can go probably a little more. You're not quite on the edge.
Yeah. You're from that corner to this corner, you're 50. So it depends on where you go.
This is about 4 feet.
Yeah, 4 feet, a little over. That's a big tree. So this right here, these pines are pasture pines. We have our rock wall right over here. And this was an old pasture. So what they call these pasture pines, because back in the day when people stopped farming the land, the pine trees grew up and they got pretty big. So it's pretty wild. Good outlook post.
Base camp.
Right.
When I was a kid, I wanted to live inside of a tree, like a hollowed out tree. Like, I want a little bit of room in here.
You could have lived in that tree.
And if I was a kid, I was not very big.
Right.
So, could have. I thought this one was a big tree.
That's good size.
This was like half the size. What do you think?
Yeah, probably 24 inches. Let me measure. 27.
So almost half.
Almost
a little bit
half.
bigger.
Yep. That's a good sized tree though. All right, here's the other end of that tree. So that must be the next piece in line. Or one of them. You got a bunch of them down here. You got some maple mixed in, but yeah, another decent sized log there, 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 over there, and there's some more down on this side.
You think I'm gonna be able to go over there? Okay, take your guesses.
Say 24 this way and 28 that way.
It's not that big a difference.
23. 23. Really?
I was gonna say it doesn't look a lot wider.
And then over here we got 22, 22, 19, and then up there we got a few more nice ones. And there's still a bunch back there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see when this comes out of the woods how much it is.
Did any of you take a guess of how big these were? Because I would have guessed 24 inches. I was pretty close.
So now that all the pines are getting cut down, these maple trees are gonna grow up really nice. They're gonna have a lot of sun coming in and they'll be able to flourish and get pretty big.
Lumnah Acres maple syrup.
I was gonna say we can make a certain, what do they call those?
Maple orchard.
Maple orchard out here. There's quite a few maples out here for sure. All over here, there, and then all up here, which left is maples, and there'll be a bunch over here and over there. So we could do that. I think the woodpeckers like that tree.
Am I really that slow?
Just taking a minute, waiting, enjoying the scenery. Go on ahead, I'll catch up. I think that one right there is a coyote track that we've stepped on, just because I think that's the claw marks. Keep a lookout for them. Ah, it's nice to see the mule. I wonder how big that pine is.
That one looks big.
That one's huge too. $32 inches.
32. Pretty close to the other one.
Yeah. 23. 24. So, some good sized logs.